topic is letter writing, which is the best example of written composition. So what's a composition? Composition refers to the process of recollecting the data or collecting the data and arranging them in a logical sequence and expressing this data or those information according to the requirements or according to the situation. So letter writing is the best example, and you can see it's the typical written composition. Because like technical communication, composition has also two types. One is oral and second is written. And letter writing is the part of written composition. Because in oral composition, you include simply conversation, debates, programs, and presentation and speeches also. But in written, you have to follow the systematic plan while writing any written composition, like letter writing, business proposals, business letters, or notices, reports, etc. So letter writing is the best example of written composition and is also a part of technical writing. Because in the process of technical communication, when the sender sends a message to the receiver, so he uses some channels or mediums through which he sends the message. So these channels are the mediums of sending the message, and letter writing is also, you can say, is a channel or medium through which the sender or the writer sends his message or convey his ideas or thoughts and feeling. So it's a part of technical writing also, because it's related to the technical communication. It's the main channel, and you can say it's the main medium for sending and conveying the message. So it's the best example of written communication, and is also a part of technical communication or technical writing. All of you know that writing is a very, very effective skill and is one of the productive skills of technical communication. So it follows the aim of communication, because the aim of communication is also that conveying the message or ideas or thoughts or knowledge and information from one person to another. And same, the aim of the letter writing is to convey the message, ideas from one person to another. So letter writing nowadays, it's a very, very essential part, and it has become absolutely necessary for a modern man to interact in his personal, social or environmental life. So letter writing plays an important role in our life, because and it's a very, very important part of technical writing. So before letter writing, you should have to follow the steps of technical writing, because there are some important points or steps you have to follow while any technical writing. And because letter writing is also a part of technical writing, so you should have to follow these points of technical writing. Like pre-writing. Of pre-writing, you can say that the planning stage. Before writing, you need a systematic planning for writing. So this step includes planning stage. You have to plan your writing. Like you should know about the so many questions, like purpose, determination. You should know about the purpose, determination. Means why you are writing. What is the purpose of your writing? So you should know about the answer of this question in purpose, determination. And next, audience analysis. Means you should know who is the reader, to whom you write a letter. So you should know about this question or about this answer to this question. And third one is scope determination. You should know about the how long, how much should you write according to the requirements. Next, analysis of the action desired. Means what the both the reader as well as the writer intention. First, what do they want? What do the writer, the reader want to? So you should know about this question in your planning or pre-writing stage. And after knowing the answer and after knowing about these questions, you have to collect the data and outline the main points for writing. Because before writing, you should have an idea of the main points or these questions. What's your purpose? Who is your reader? And how much you have to write? And what's the intention of the reader and writer? You should know about. So, because good planning is the key to success. So, you have to plan well before any technical writing. And next step is writing, or you can say drafting stage. If your planning is good, then your writing will be good. And if your planning is weak, then your writing will be weak. So this is step, writing, or you can say drafting stage, is depend on the planning stage. So if you plan good, then your writing will be good. And when you write any technical writing, then you should take into consideration some points, that arranging the matter or the content. Next, outline the main contents, because you should know about that you have to start with the easiest idea or toughest idea. You should know about that. And in this step, outlining the main contents, you have to arrange the contents or the matter in a logical and a proper way. And then writing first draft. Means after collecting the data or arranging the data and arrange them in a logical and proper way, you can write the draft. So these are the steps which are included in writing, or you can say drafting stage. And third step is post-writing, or you can say revising stage. In this stage or at this step, you have to revise your matter. And for revising it, you have to follow some points like editing, revising and evaluating, which are included in this step. Revising, editing and evaluating. revising. You have to revise all the matter. Means it is according to your requirement or not. It is according to your purpose or not. You have to revise the sentence structure or the content or the layout of the matter. And in editing, what is editing? Editing means correct the mistakes. So in editing, you have to correct the mistakes. If there is any mistake in the content related to grammar, spelling, sentence construction, etc. So you have to correct those errors. And in evaluating, you have to critically examine the matter, whether it fulfills the purpose of the letter writing or technical writing or no. So you should have in your mind these steps. Why before or why any technical writing? So these are the basic, or these are the very essential steps which you have to follow to write any technical writing. So these gives a systematic plan to your technical writing. And letter writing is also an art of conveying ideas and messages and a part of technical writing. So you should have to follow these points of technical or these steps of technical writing before letter writing. So letter writing plays a very important role in our life also, because conveying a message from one person to another is a very complicated process in this society or in our life and of the life of civilized man. And nowadays there are so many discoveries related to scientific and technical advancement, but the role and importance of letter writing has not been minimized. It has its substance. Nobody can deny the importance of letter writing. Nowadays, letter writing is a very effective channel of conveying messages and ideas. So, letter writing, the format of letter writing depends on the kind of letter writing. Different kinds of letter writing have different kinds of format. There are somehow changes according to the kinds of letter writing. So you should know about the letter writing, because letter writing is a key position in technical communication. So you have to know about what are the kinds of letter writing. Because according to the points, according to the kinds of letter writing, you will write a letter and you will choose the format. It depends on the kinds of letter writing. There are two types of letter writing. Letter writing includes two types, like formal letters and informal letters. Formal letters includes your official letters and business letters. In official letters, you can include the letters of government, departmental letters, or public bodies or institutions letters included in this category of official letter, which is a part of formal letters. Then business letters. Business letters includes your reports, your ordering of goods, and business letters, business correspondence and proposals, requests, etc. are included in business letters. So these are the formal letters. And the second personal or private letters. When you write a letter to your friend, your relatives, then these letters are included in the category of informal letters, or you can see casual letters or personal or private letters. So the format of letter writing depends on the kinds of letter writing. So there are two types of letters, and there are 6 basic components or essentials for letter writings are applied in any letter, because the format some can be somehow changed according to the kinds of letters. But general formats include 6 basic components of letter writing. These are the 6 basic components of letter writing, like first one is heading. The heading components includes the address of the sender as well as the address. So, but according to the kinds of letters, in formal letters both addresses are should be mentioned, but in personal or private letters the address of the addressee should not be mentioned. It's not a compulsion. So according to the kinds, the format can be changed. The second component of letter writing, basic component, is salutation. Salutation means courteous greetings. When you write a letter, you mention to your relatives or manager or director like dear sir or dear ma'am. So these are the salutation part. Like you use dear sir for males and dear ma'am for females. So according to the kinds, this format can be changed, because in personal or private letters you can use my dear father, my dear friend, my dear brother, and in formal letters you use dear sir or madams, or sirs or ma'ams. So according to the kind of letters, format can be changed. And third step is body of the letter. This is the main or important part of the letter. So you should be very, very careful to write this component of the letter writing. Like being main body of the letter, you should know about some rules. Like in formal letters, only one subject is dealt. In formal, especially in official letters, one subject is dealt in a one letter. But in business letters, more than one subject is dealt in a letter. But in informal or personal or private letters, there is no limitations of subjects. The writer is free to express their ideas and their subjects at any level. More than 2, more than 3, 4. There are number of subjects can be dealt in a one letter. It depends on the writer. And in body of the letter, you should write the contents in a very logical and proper manner. Means arranging the contents very carefully and coherently. And you should use the direct form, or your sentences should be short and simple according to the requirements. Like in formal letters, the informal, official or business letters, sentences should be very, very short and to the point. But in informal letters, there is no compulsion, but you should use only simple sentences and simple language and letter writing. You should not use difficult words, because the message is not conveyed properly if you use difficult words in your letters. And your handwriting is very, very neat in letter writing. And professional letters, business letters, official letters are typed. So, and repetition should be avoided in the body of the letters, because it gets the reader bored when he reads this letter. And the fourth point is subscription, means ending of the letters. Mostly you write yours sincerely, yours truly, yours obediently. So these are the part of ending of the letter, which is called the component subscription. So you should be very, very careful while write subscription, because you should not use apostrophe s in yours. Like, it is absolutely wrong. So you should not use apostrophe s in yours. Then fifth component is signature. When you write the subscription part, then below subscription, yours sincerely, yours lovingly, yours truly, you have to sign. But this is not the compulsion in informal or private letters. But in formal letters, you should sign. The need of signature is very, very constant. And sixth component is superscription, means address on the envelope. You should mention the address of the on the envelope in a very, very correct format. Like, the director of the higher education, Allahabad, UP. So this is the best way to give the address on the envelope. And in formal letters, you have to mention the designation also of the addressee. And after the address of the reader, you should write your address from XYZ, name and address, B47, Meerut, like this. But don't put comma after from. So these are the basic components which are very, very necessary before letter writing. Normal letter writing should be like this. You should keep in mind that you should not put comma after to and from. And you should not use apostrophe s in yours. These are the main points or general points. Like to means heading, salvation, then body of the letter, Then subscription. Like if you write a letter to your younger, elder or friend, elder and friend, then you use words in salutation, means courteous greetings, like for younger, my dear or dear, or elder, my dear, and friend, my dear or dear. And body of the letter, whatever you want to write, this includes in the body of the letter. And in subscription part, you have to write according to the heading, according to the heading part, to whom you want to write a letter. Like for in formal letters, you generally use your loving, yours truly, yours affectionately, and if you write a letter, or if you take the example of formal letters, like if you write a letter to a manager, secretary, or another important person of the company, then you use sir or dear sir or ma'am in salutation part. And in a body of the letter, the contents. And in subscription, yours sincerely, and yours truly, and you can use some other words which is according to the requirements, like yours favorite readers. And when you write a letter to any firm, the name of the reader is not mentioned, then you only write in salutation parts sirs or ma'ams, and in subscription part, yours sincerely or yours true, whatever you want to write. And if you write a letter to head or professor or teacher, then use sir or ma'am, or respected ma'am or sir. And in body of the letter, the matter, the content of the letter, and in subscription part, you can write yours obedient. So these are the basic components of letter writing, which are applied to any letter writing. But you should have, you should be very, very careful while letter writing, because according to the kinds of letter, the format can be changed, and you can see on this points. So letter writing requires effective writing skills and more practice, and the act of vocabulary. So if you familiarize with the format and with the steps and with the essentials and components of the letter writing, so you can become the master of this art or this craft, because practice makes a man perfect. And you should, all of you know that reading makes a full man, and conference makes a ready man, and writing makes an exact man. So writing is a very, very effective skill, and letter writing is the part of that